Hey guys, James here from heypresco.com. I just wanted to walk you through some steps to get your GoDaddy SSL certificate up onto Azure. I struggled with this over the weekend, so I'm making this recording so I have a record for later down the track if I need to come back and learn how to do it again, because the old memory will probably fade away. So let's jump into it. Basically, we're going to take a GoDaddy SSL certificate, we're going to convert it into a PFK file, and then load it up into Azure. But to do that, we need to go through a couple of steps to get through that action. First of all, you're going to need Terminal on your Mac. So this is for people that have got Macs, this little demonstration. There's plenty of others out there on YouTube. If you don't have a Mac, for consoles and so forth, you can use. But let's jump straight in. Okay, so what we have, I got myself a standard SSL certificate, and I was struggling to get it to go up onto Azure. So the steps are, what you need to do is actually rekey and manage your SSL certificate. We need to put a CSR certification into the certificate and then download it and convert it into a PFK. I hope you followed those steps, but stay with me. Let's go through step one. We are going to go into Terminal. We're going to set up a place where we're going to put these files so we can grab later, and we'll go from there. So I'm on my terminal counter up here in the top. I'll just open it up a little bit. You can see I'm at the root, and if you ever don't know where you are, you can always just type ls, and that'll tell you all the files that are underneath where you are. So you can see this is the top of my application, and I actually want to go into my downloads folder, because that's where I keep things stored. Some people do it on the desktop, but I do it on the downloads folder. So I'm going to cd, this will change the directory. I'm going to write downloads, I'm going to do a /, and now I am sitting in the downloads folder. And if I want to see what is in that file, I hit ls quickly, and that's showing all the files that are inside that. To go back, we just simply type clear, and that'll take us back up and give us a nice clean screen to start. Now, there's a neat little trick to jump into the next. So I've actually got another folder I want to dive into where everything is set up. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to open up Finder here. So show you this little example. We're going to go to Downloads. Video Demo is the folder, which I'm going to use. But what I'm going to quickly do is cd, little space, grab my video demo, and I'm just going to drag it over. I'm going to paste it there, hit enter. And now I'm inside my video demo folder within the downloads folder within my root directory. So that's exactly where I want to be. Now, to get things started, we need to create, I'm going to open up this one, show you what we need to do is we need to create a CSR certificate which we place into GoDaddy to rekey. And to do this, we use this little bit of code here, which you'll be able to download, and you place that into your terminal. So let's do that now. I'm just going to copy that so I don't have to rewrite it. Command C and paste, and then enter, and it's going to write a RSA private key for us. Now we're going to go through a few questions. So first up is country. It puts this all into the country code, New South Wales. We are in Sydney, lucky us. My organisation, Little Nomads for this one, and the organisation, I'll put Azure for this one because this is the hosting, which I just call. I don't know if it's important or not, but that's what I just do. The common name of the host, so this is my website address, so www.littlenomads.com, and my email address, if you ever want to contact me, james@littlenomads.com. And then it's going to ask me for a challenge password. And this password, remember this password, because you're going to be asked for this password when you go to load it up into Azure a little bit later on. So for this example, we're just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Enter. And it's all done. Okay, so now within that folder on the video demo in this root, we'll have the necessary stuff we need to do. So I'm just going to open up that folder again. So let's go back into the downloads. Video demo, and we can see our files here. So what it has created is this server, that little action created this one, and it created this one. So what we want to do is open up the server CSR, and I just open that up with some coding stuff. I use brackets for that example, just to show you. So away we go. Or did I hit the right one? I think I might have missed that. I'll go again. Sorry guys. I'm going to other. Don't want the App Store. I should set it up so it's a default. Where's my brackets? I'm just going to use brackets to open it up. Open. Okay. So now we've got that opened up. All that code there, we want to copy that. So that little bit of code, we just Control A. Let's start at the top. Or you can highlight it. I think on this, there we go, boom, boom, boom. Command C, we're going to copy it. Now we're going to go over to our Google page. Show you quickly. We're going to go to Rekey and Manage. Rekey Certificate. And we're going to paste the code into this box here, right? You can see it all goes into there nice and neatly. Okay, we save it. I'm not going to save it this time because I've already done it, but I'm just going to walk through this. You will save it. You will then come down and submit all saved changes, and then it's going to recertify that certificate of yours, and it'll go through a process. It takes about anywhere between 5 to 15 minutes, and you should have your certificate back up and running, ready to go. And once it's done, you will go over to your, if you go back into the top root of your certificates, you'll see that it'll say certificate issued. It won't say pending anymore. You can come in and grab that certificate, and then you will download it. Once you download it, I take it as a ISIS file. We download that folder onto your downloads area or where you want to download it. I then pick up the CRT folder, and I'll show you that. So if I'm going to come out back one step and show you, because what it would for me, it downloads into a folder, and I want to grab this CRT file, and I copy that back across into my video demo for your example, and I'll paste it in here. Okay. So once it's pasted in there, our next step in all this action, we'll just move this out of the way so we can see clearly. Video demo and this one. Okay. So our next step is we need to we've got our key created, and we've got our server SSL. We want to create a PFX file which we load up. So to do that, to make it nice and easy, what I have done is I then go and back on my downloads, back in the video demo, I changed that folder, that CRT file, and I renamed it. So I renamed it to my server CRT, and that is that part just there. Okay, so that's what it's going to be looking for. If you don't want to do the rename, you just make sure you put the whole file name into that, followed by .crt. It'll do the same thing. But for this exercise, I'm just keeping it all neat and tidy in its own little container so we can follow along. Once I have it all sitting in its boxes and places, I then proceed with the next line, and I take the Open SSL, and we are going to create a PFK file. And what we can do is, in this example, we'll just delete this one here. So move to trash, so you can see what happens. Take that one out. We place my piece of code there. It says all seems to be right, and then I hit enter. Bang. And there you just saw over here, the PFK file is created, and you are ready for action. So once you've got that, you know where your PFK file is, you'll then go over to your Azure dashboard, go into your app services, and then find your SSL certificates down the bottom here. Please understand that I'm not going to go through the full process because I've already done it, and I don't want to go reset it and all that. But what you'll do is you'll either have a clear page here with no certificates added, or you might have your old ones and your renewed ones, which I had to do yesterday. I had to renew them. So what I did is I went back and I deleted my bindings. So I just clicked on these three little spaces down here, deleted all that, and then I deleted the actual certificate. Next step is we upload our certificates. We click our upload. It's a private file. I go find my folder, wherever it is, PFX, add it to the thing, and upload. That password we wrote down, that really secure one, that 123456, which I did, that's where you'd put that password. Please put a proper password in. Don't do 123456. And write it down in a secure place where you know where it is if you need to get into it for some known reasons. I don't know why. It's probably easier to delete and start again. In that case, once that's done, you will get this down here. I've got it highlighted where the thumbprint, that will show you where your certificate is. The next step is you just need to go through and create SSL bindings. So that's the next step. So you click add bindings. I'll just show you for example. Choose your domain, tick, choose a certificate, which will be this certificate here, and then that's it. Leave it as SINL and add binding. Once we've done both sides, the www dots and the littlenomads.com, it's all good. It's all good to go. So the next step, final step, is I just go back into the top root of the app services, and we'll go app services, Little Nomads, just get it running again. I come up to my top and I hit restart up the top here, and that just fires off, basically reboots the server, and then you should have your little green stamp up here in the corner, and be secure and ready to go. Hope that was sort of self-explanatory. It took me ages to get through it, but as I said, I've done this video for myself for later on down the track, or for anyone else I need to, hopefully, who wants to install a SSL certificate on their machines, and we go from there. Thank you. I'll see you around. Bye.